I caught 18 fish while I was outside walking my dog, having a cup of coffee, using the restroom, changing my clothes. Go to your controls, change button 1 by clicking your left mouse button, change button number 2 by clicking your right mouse button. Now, when you click your, oh, by the way, check it. I was on the shore and fish were getting caught on those steps down, so I got as close to the edge as I could before I started. Now, I've already found the sweet spot. The sweet spot is where you see a lot of splashing and hear sounds. You're not going to catch every time, obviously. And you're spamming by using that mouse trick that keeps the left mouse button down. And I'll show you that in a minute. So you can walk away. As long as you're careful not to let the mouse jiggle so that it changes position, you can be not in the room. You don't have to use a physical weight to weigh down your mouse button and wear out your mouse button. Your mouse is not involved in this at all. Your computer is doing this. So it's less wear and tear on your mouse, especially if you use a cordless one. But even for a mechanical one, it's not good to apply a lot of pressure on your mouse button for long periods of time. Docm77 has built a little fish farm in anticipation of 1.7 that involves weighing down his mouse button, and I wouldn't recommend it. Now, I keep trying to tell people about this mouse button trick, and the reason I know it is because I have disabilities, and I check my accessibility settings on my computer, which I think a lot of able-bodied people wouldn't do. And I discovered that I can keep the mouse button held down. Well, virtually. The computer keeps the mouse button held down until I click on the mouse button again, at which point it stops. Now, the way it works is the mouse, I start clicking with, I hold down the left mouse button for a few beats. I've got it set so that it doesn't activate right away. So that gives me a chance to move around in the water and find the best spot. And then when I let go of the mouse button, I think it's about 3 seconds or so. When I let go of the mouse button, it continues to fish. You could also use this for a mob grinder, or a lot of other things where you're holding down the button and going, oh, I'm getting a cramp in my finger. So what I've done here is I've created a way to fish off keyboard, which saves the human being time and effort of sitting in front of the screen for long periods of time. I think it took me about 3 Minecraft days, so maybe 15, 20 minutes to catch 19 fish. And sitting there doing that would just be tedious as all get out because you can't do anything else. You can't open a browser window and surf and yada 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 because you can't move the mouse. This way you can go do something in real life and you're fishing automatically. There's no wear and tear on the fishing pole unless you make a catch or unless you accidentally hook the bottom or accidentally hook a swimming chicken or a squid, in which case you get ink sacs, eggs, blah, 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 blah. The problem is that people aren't hearing me because I have disabilities and probably because I'm female and won't take seriously the fact that I've discovered something that makes the game a whole lot easier. Okay, now I'm going to show you once again to remind you how to set your mouse buttons. Now, I'm in my editor, so I can't see well, so you're going to have to either read the instructions or have someone read them to you. Let's see. You went into your control panel. You went into your ease of access settings. You go into your mouse controls, which I will find eventually. See, I'm so vision impaired, it was hard for me to even see this because it's pale blue on white. Scroll down, and down near the bottom is something about the mouse. I can't even put on my magnifier because it'll freeze this video and the audio won't keep up with the video that way, but it's down near the bottom. You don't want to mess with the mouse keys. That would make keyboard keys operate your mouse. You want whatever that is I'm pointing at down there. Have somebody read it to you if you can't see it. You can also either make your mouse left or right-handed, But what I've done now down there is down near the middle bottom. You see, I can slide how fast or slow the mouse click locks. So I've got it somewhere right around the middle. It's got a slider so you can adjust how quickly it'll lock or not. I set it right around the middle, and like I said, it breaks about 4 sandstone blocks. I don't know how many times it fishes. Then hit apply and hit OK, and your mouse will now lock. So this will save people's mouses and save people a lot of grief, and it makes fishing pleasant because you're not even there. So I can't wait to see what happens when we start getting loot and stuff. I'm gonna have me some fun. Build yourself a little fishing shack, keep you safe from mobs, and you'll be okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.